This video is sponsored by sellcashier.com. They compare iPhone prices on the internet and give you their instant quote and the most cash for your iPhone. Hey guys, this is Ed with Techvarium. I'm very excited to show you some of the obvious and not so obvious differences in the cameras across 3 different iPhone models today. What we're going to be looking at from left to right is an iPhone X, iPhone XS Max, and finally an iPhone XR camera on the right that is the most recent release by Apple. They all carry a 12 megapixel camera. They are dual on the 10 and the XS Max, and a single camera on the XR. The wide camera has changed slightly between the 10 and the XS Max, and the telephoto camera remained the same. What the XR is lacking is a telephoto camera, but has the same wide angle camera as the XS Max. So without further ado, let's look at the first image. Reasoning through this critically, we can say that under daylight, they all of course perform spectacular, but the color temperatures vary slightly. iPhone X produces the darkest of the 3 with XS Max and the XR performing roughly the same. I do believe that the colors reproduced by a newer wide-angle camera of the XS Max and the XR are the winners here, simply because how vivid their daylight photos are. Now this is the image where 10 has lost to the XS Max and a XR. While I tried to pick the best white balance possible on all 3 of them, you can barely see the tree branches on the first photo by iPhone X. The XR photo came out slightly brighter than the XS Max. I will give extra points to the XS Max for a slightly higher contrast of the colors here. Now to the third image. With even more attention to detail, we are now looking at some berries that you should never eat. Deeper colors of the berries reproduced by the XR are much warmer and colorful than the colder image reproduced by the iPhone X. XS Max stands somewhere in the middle here. I would personally suggest that the XS Max is the winner of this photo, as the colors it reproduces are a bit more neutral. And here is where we see some fundamental difference. The 10 makes this image way too bright in my opinion. XS Max again stands in the middle, and with the XR reproducing the richest colors of the 3. Just because I like more neutral colors, I will again give my preference to the XS Max. So the situation with the videos is exactly identical to the trend we have observed with the photos. The darkest of the 3 was reproduced by the 10, with a more neutral setting by a XS Max, and the brightest and the most colorful was by the XR. I will give my preference once again to the XS Max, and just to mention there was no question regarding how smooth these videos were. Alright guys, so what would I recommend? Well, I think that the winner here is clearly the XS Max, and simply because it has the dual camera portrait mode capability that the XR does not have, and it also produces pictures that are somewhere in the middle between the 10 and the XR. Additionally, the XR does not have the second camera, and at times its images are outright too bright. However, what would I recommend realistically? I would certainly suggest to go with the 10. The reason it is no longer sold is for you to decide between a more expensive XS or a XS Max, or a XR that is subpar to the iPhone X. Now save money and find yourself a nice iPhone X that will serve you for the next few years. Alright guys, please let me know in your comments down below what you think about the cameras on these 3 iPhones, as well as what iPhone you would prefer. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like this video and would like to see more of this kind of content and participate in my future giveaways. By the way, next video is another giveaway as well. I wanted to tell you about sellcashier.com. So you just got your new iPhone. What will you do with your old one? You may be thinking of selling it on eBay, Craigslist, and so on, and it is definitely a hassle. Now you don't have to do that. Now you can sell it through sellcashier.com. They compare the actual prices of iPhones and give you the best price for your iPhone that you are trying to sell. And the good thing is that you are guaranteed the best rate. You also get a free shipping label. Thank you for watching, and please check out sellcashier.com.